Last year I was a postpartum mom, so I was still going through that. So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I'm glad that's done with.
Yeah, I've never experienced it in my life, and it took forever to leave me alone. Like, get off my back.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell that was. I thought,
7 years.
as a mom, when I had my first son, I was thinking like,
I didn't go through this.
Those moms, they're just extra. They just don't know that they're just emotional. But to have it hit you, 100 years old, having your second baby.
You said 100 years old. Stop it.
It hit different. I will say that was an experience in itself, and I pray for all of those moms because
it's good that you recognize it though, and like you're able to like navigate your way through that without changing the core person of who you are, and like you as a mother. Like you just kind of recognize it, and we're like, all right, that was tough, but we got through it. Like not a lot of
people we made it.
Yeah,
we made it because
made it.
I think it takes like 18 months, they said, for your hormones to go back to normal after you have a baby.
No, like, 7 years.
7 years.
7 years.
Wait,
I just made it out.
Jeez. Oh shit!
7 years before you are completely back to. Like a full reset takes 7 years. Yeah.
That's crazy.
By then you're like a whole new person though, because you get new cells you generate new cells and you're a whole new person.
Like, 5 more years to go for me.
You might say goodbye. You're never going to return back to that person. You're not going to be that person anymore.
Yeah.
That's done.
I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty cool. It is cool how it takes 7 years to completely reset from having a child, and then also you regenerate every 7 years. I think that's not a coincidence.
Yeah, like why there's a correlation there.
Yeah, it's not.
We don't know what
I'm going to tell one of my best friends not to watch this episode because she had a baby in May and she is going through it, waiting for those hormones to get back in balance. So we're just not going to tell her it could take 7 years.
I mean, she'll feel regulated. Like my baby will be 2 on the 26th. So she'll feel regulated, but she's still not the same person she was pre-pregnancy. Yeah, I'm totally different. I literally attitude, like my fuse is longer. Like I'm totally different than what I was. And then you add the postpartum onto it, trying to regulate, trying to maneuver through that. It did. I mean, postpartum is fuck postpartum, but it did me good.
Yeah. I don't know if yours was like planned or not, but like my friend who I'm speaking of, like her first baby was planned. He'll be 3. And she's my age, so she'll be 40 in less than a year. And this baby was like complete surprise, like oopsie daisy. And she's older and like, so like, she's still coming to grips with like the fact that she's even like a new mom again. And then like mixed with the postpartum hormones. God, what we would do like without our girlfriends. We've just like been rallying around her, like trying to help and like come over with wine. And,
because the mom I was at 25 is totally different than the mom I am at 35.
Totally.
And I feel like I'm 45 because
yeah, that second kid, that difference, mine are only 4 years apart. And that difference in energy from like 25 to 29, night and day. Like props to you. You said it's 10-year difference?
10 years, yep.
Yeah. So it's something.
Like,
Kai was planned.
I don't know.
Kai was planned. She came a month earlier than I planned, but meaning I found out I was pregnant a month earlier, but I had planned her to the date that I wanted, Levi was my oops baby, but it was like, if you get pregnant, okay, cool. But he still was the kind of surprise, like
unplanned.
Yeah.
He's what, 13, 12?
Girl, my baby 10. He'll be 11 in December. He'll be 11.
Isn't he in middle school?
So they're 9 years apart, not 10 years. But I had him at 25. I had a birthday pregnant. And then I turned 35 a couple weeks after I had Kai. So
he is how tall is he?
He's gross.
Almost as tall as you.
He looks like he's like 15. I thought he was
growing like a weed, but he comes about right here. So yeah, he's getting there.
So handsome. Your kids are so cute.
Thank you.
I know. I miss little Kai, but we got to.
Oh yeah, she does not play about that sleep.
Yeah, it was
no,
later.
We don't have time for that.
Yeah, shout out to Duke. If you're watching this,
I'll watch it later on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's an interesting testimony to like to hear about postpartum. I always wonder, like, knowing what I know now, would it be different if I went through postpartum? But
yeah, because you know what it is.
I can't see, like,
I could say the only thing I did wrong is I didn't get a therapist. I could have, I should have, but I feel like I got it. I'll figure it out. So it took me a little more, maneuvering, but I should have gotten a therapist, and it probably wouldn't have lasted so long.
Okay.
The amount of times I say that in a day, I should have a therapist. I could like coin that phrase.
I always start, and I'll go by my third session. I'll be like, you know what, ma'am? I can't.
Yeah.
Traveling with kids. So I always travel with my kids now, except for Vegas was our first time. But I kind of mix it up. One with kids, one without, because I feel like I shouldn't go out of town without taking them somewhere fun. So Kai's first trip was Universal Studios. She was 4 months. But yeah, do you guys travel with kids?
Sorry, I'm thinking of this quote.
Yeah. I haven't
Wait, can I share the quote real quick? Hold on, before I forget it. It's wait, what was it? It's traveling with kids isn't a vacation. You're just taking care of your kids in another city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that shit gets stressful.
I have to share that.
That's totally true.
My kids are a little bit older, but like, the last time I took my kids on vacation was to Knott's Berry Farm, and it was like the summer of 2019. So it was like before COVID. I haven't taken them anywhere since COVID, but I've been traveling since COVID. I've traveled by myself several times since of COVID starting. One, because it was cheaper for me to fly places, and I was doing solo trips, and I wanted to do solo trips. And it's more expensive. I got 2 grown men. I was like, y'all, I got to chip in. But this year, by the end of the year, I want to take them on a cruise. I'm just going to do like a 3-day like Mexican cruise. I can take them
nice. That'll be nice.
And none of us have been on cruises before. So it's going to be a new experience for both of us, or all 3 of us. And